Yo, what's good? You already know this your boy Archer coming back, you know what I'm saying, with another one. And we gonna jump on the 10th grade, you feel me? You see I got on this little broski jacket right here. That boy Mario, man, My year, we ain't make it this far, but them boys did their thing, you feel me? Big shout out to y'all '09, y'all boys. Y'all did y'all thing, man. Alright though, but on 10th grade now. So, my 10th grade year, I actually remember I tell y'all about Coach Chris and the whole nine. So that happened my 10th grade year. I was playing quarterback X, Y, and Z. I was like, screw it. So I went back to Optimist and I played like, I want to say 9th grade going into 10th grade. I was, you know what I'm saying, you know how you start preseason and you know how that whole thing go, you feel me, when you start working out and you feel me, you had your spring workout. My bad, I couldn't get the word for the life of me. But yeah, so now, after I finished Optimist, and this was my Optimist year when I told y'all I balled out. Now I'm up here, 10th grade year, and quarterback out of the question because the whole getting kicked off the team then came back thing. So now I'm playing receiver, you feel me? Primarily, I'm just playing receiver, you feel me? Not going both ways, no nothing, just to be honest, you feel me? Like I told you, I still had to learn my lesson about the whole getting kicked off the team thing, so I got it, you feel me? But you know what I'm saying? In that, I think I played 3 games, probably scored twice or 3 times. Like, basically, when I touched the rock, I had them take it to the crib most of the time on outs and slants and little stuff like that. So, long story short, they told me, you feel me, I was going up to varsity. And, yeah, you feel me, like, who? I was like, yeah, you feel me, I'm on that, you feel me? But, the catch was, primarily you play like 2 quarters in JV and then 2 quarters on varsity. But, whatever. I'm in 10th grade, I'm finna be on varsity, like, who complaining? So I did that, and you feel me, to be honest, like when I think about it now, I probably should have just played my whole JV, season straight out just to have that experience and have a ton of fun. But I primarily did it like that, you feel me? So on JV, I still played receiver, did my little thing, got some touches, scored, whatever. And on varsity, I just played kickoff, I want to say. Kickoff and kick return, like I told you, now I know I should have just, played JV and then came up when it was time. But anyways, in the midst of me, doing all that, I told y'all about 9th grade. The female that I did really get close to, you feel me? They both kind of left school. So now, it's just me kind of, meeting new people, mingling, doing my thing. And I met a young lady, you feel me? But we can't really go too far into that. But we just gonna say that was this around the time I first met. Like, I want to say one of my longest relationships. You get what I'm saying? In my life, you feel me? But I met her in this little era, you feel me? And it rolled through the years. But like I told y'all, I kind of changed the way I was moving around females to, okay, we together. And then if I do want to, do anything that I would consider green or cheating, you feel me? I just, you feel me? Start up some crap and it's not right, and I'm gonna be honest, like that's what I'm telling y'all, like, to be honest, like, anyway, yeah, you feel me, I come up with something and then go do my thing. But yeah, this when I first met the young lady, you feel me, no names, I'm pretty sure most of y'all know who it is, so we're not finna go and do all that. So now I met her, I'm playing the sports, and as far as asthma go, like I told y'all, like I'm now moving differently because like I told you, was not naive to the point that this medicine costs money, one. And two, you know what I'm saying, I be out here trying to play every single sport, every kind of game, and, living my life all the way with no limitations. And, I'm mutting these medicines. So, I got a good balance on how much I could do or how far I could go before I got to sit down. So, yeah, sometimes I pushed it and I still had to, go mutt my pump. Like, it's really 2 times you're supposed to hit it, like, deep breath. And sometimes I had to hit it, like, 3 times, 4 times, because I was playing with that limit a little bit, and I'm definitely not trying to go home halfway dead, and now he got to call the ambulance and hospital. I told you, I'm good. So, I got a good little balance on that. And in my neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, it's a bunch of, like, people my age, you feel me? So, now, I don't want to call it no clique, because, like I said, we wasn't really on no game. Like, in my whole life, that's not something we did. But our neighborhood was our neighborhood, you feel me? Like, all of us lived in the same complex, so we, you know what I'm saying, we hung out together, we, you know what I'm saying, went and chill with females, we faded together the whole 90s, like, you know, these are basically my brothers growing up, you feel me, like, it's my extended brothers, if you know what I'm saying, so that's how it was, you feel me, I done met tons and tons more people now from us playing Optimus 1, us living in this complex, me going to Perry and now Renaissance, and now I'm at Milmar, so I met the people from Pines, and so basically, it was a big soup of, you know, amazing people, you feel me? So in 10th grade, once I'm telling you, I learned my lesson a little bit, you know, during the season. Toward the end of the season, you feel me? Now it's wrapping up. But I'm super excited because I know for a fact I got a spot on varsity now, you know what I'm saying? Because they already done moved me up from 10th grade. So I'm like, I can't wait till next year, you feel me? Like, let's make it happen, Captain, you feel me? On top of, I told you, I met the young lady, so see that right there, keep it like vague. That was super dope, cause one, she was younger than me, and you know, like I told you, at that particular time, I was, you know, deep into my head and my, you know what I'm saying, my ego, we could call it that, narcissism, whatever, you know what I'm saying. And this why the Most High, you feel me, he always, it was to a point where I will always be too full of myself, and then he'll, you know, knock me off that horse. So I'm young, you feel me? I'm super eager, you know I could almost get any female I want from this school. You feel me? Not saying on no cocky vibe, but like I told you, I kind of knew how to move and, you know what I'm saying, adapt to the female and what she like, because you get to figure out what she like, X, Y, and Z. So for me to be, you know what I'm saying, kind of tied down to a younger girl, and then I had, you know, access to all the older girls, like, it was nothing, you feel me? And it was way easier because the younger girl wasn't really on none of that, you feel me? But the older girls was on all of that, you feel me? But like I told you, if I just jumped off in 9th grade, I wasn't really in no rush to jump in, you know, I wasn't in no rush. Like, I was gradually growing and learning too, so for me, it wasn't really no rush. Like, what's gonna sound crazy is, I think I was with the female, you feel me, I was with for like a good year, maybe a little bit longer before I even, you know what I'm saying, cared about trying to smack or nothing like that, you feel me? And that was key to that whole, you feel me, 10th grade was, I tried it in 9th grade, you feel me, I got a little taste, whatever. Like I told you, I enjoyed it. It wasn't like nothing bad or nothing like that. But I took it more serious, I guess you could say, you feel me, 10th grade. But I think it was primarily because maybe I was dating a virgin, you feel me, and all that meant something to me and stuff like that. So now, in the process of going through the 10th grade, you feel me, at this time, I told you she's younger than me, so she not really at Milmar, you feel me, with me. So, you know how that go. Anytime you kind of just want, not even, I wouldn't even say when I just felt like it, like, most of the time, I didn't know how to check my attitude. Like, when I say check my attitude, it was like, it was my way or the highway kind of vibe. Like, how I tell you, like, most people is now like, oh, I know I'm a piece of shit. If you don't accept it, you feel me, forget you. That's kind of how I was. So it was like, I caught it, like, I was tyrannical. Like, it was literally what I say had to go type vibe. So I knew certain things I could say that females would be like, what? You know, definitely not be okay with, or have some kind of feelings about, where I could take that and just twist it to my advantage, you get what I'm saying? And this is what I'm telling you, if I'm understanding one, human minds at this young of an age, females, males, it didn't matter. Age didn't matter. It was more on how you use your words and primarily how you set the whole thing up. So this is very unhealthy. I'm telling y'all, like, this what I'm telling you, I learned this at this age, and I knew right from wrong at this age, and I still was carrying on doing what I was doing. So that's why I know I had to pay for, you know what I'm saying, everything I did in my past, you feel me? A lot of people would be like, bro, you were super cool, dope. But just the little things like this, you got to understand, what I know I was doing wrong, I still got to pay for that too, you feel me? I got to pay for that more than the things I don't know that I did wrong, if you understand what I'm saying. So now, you know, I easily just get into some little crap with her, and I didn't really have to cheat, you feel me? Because they wasn't at the same school, and, you know what I'm saying, they was totally different age. They probably wouldn't talk to each other. The whole, like, primarily, like, I kept it like that. Well, if I was gonna talk to the one, because I did have one in my grade, you feel me? Beautiful little short, listen, no name, Haitian girl, love her. You feel me? I was talking to her too, you feel me? And then once I stopped talking to the younger girl, like, just, maybe I'm gonna say, I don't really know why we stopped talking, maybe like, maybe for like 2 weeks or something like that, like, and we ain't really stopped talking, just relationship, like I told you, like, oh, I don't want to go with you no more, so we still in communication, just officially, that wasn't my girl, so then I go out and do whatever I want to do with the girl in my grade, you feel me? But, like I told you, like, I thought, okay, they can't say I'm cheating on them at no point in time, like, whatever. Y'all, man, that ain't where it's at, you feel me? Because, lo and behold, I can't even really tell you how how it happened, but somehow the girl from Myanmar, and it had to be somebody from the Optimus Park, you feel me? I mean, common sense, just me sitting down thinking about it. But anyway, the girl in my grade, find out that I used to go with the younger girl before I started talking to her. So now she kind of feeling some kind of way, and she she looking like I'm still dating the younger girl, and that's fair. Like I say, bro, like, that's fair. I ask you questions, be upset, the whole nine. So, me, I'm like, yeah, I don't go with her, you feel me? I was talking to her X, Y, and Z, and I wanted to know where she got the information from, but you know how this world is. You ain't gonna really, you'll never know if that's the person that actually told her. She just gonna give you a name. So, I'm not even upset. Now, I'm more upset with her because egotistical, I'm thinking I'm just suave, Mr. Smooth. I'm like, yo, who she thinks she is, trying to, peep what moves I'm making. So, end up breaking up with her, going back with the younger girl, and was like, hey, it is what it is. So, lo and behold, by the time the younger girl got to Myanmar, the conversation was had that I used to talk to the other girl, and so at that point it was more on controlling the situation a little bit, you feel me? So it was like it wasn't right, period, y'all. Cause like if I was gonna date the young girl, I should have dated the young girl. If I was gonna date the older girl, I should have just dated the older girl. It was no point in the whole back and forth for X, Y, and Z. So, but yeah, you feel me? End up doing the whole back and forth thing. It was nothing, no pressure, nothing like that. Yeah, the older girl was always kind of upset with me because I did choose to date a younger girl after I broke up with her, but I was dating a younger girl before I dated her. So to me, it was just like, I don't see the point of being upset, you feel me? And I could say it like this. So the main reason I went back to the younger girl versus the older girl was they moms. We're gonna be 100, like, blood raw. At this point, I had a little bit more, like, emotions toward females, you feel me? Like, not saying I love them over the top, but it was like, now certain females, if they do, say certain things or do certain things, it would bother me, you feel me? So before I didn't really care, like, you do what you do. I didn't want to hurt your feelings, so I'm not gonna say no, but, like, the whole, if you kind of talked about me, X, Y, and Z, I'm gonna feel some kind of way, but not consciously, because it's just like, yo, I just said yeah because you asked me out. But now I'm getting older, so I'm starting to actually feel and stuff like that. Understanding the feelings, you get what I'm saying? And then don't forget now, the feelings aren't just pure because I still got me trying to separate, or block off this hatred, anger, and, negativity, while also trying to just filter it for, joy and bliss and crap like that. It's kind of hard, to be honest, and that's why it kind of blend. It get, sometimes you're mistaken, you feel me, certain energies, you feel me. That's what I'm telling you. Like, sometimes I think I went off on people I really cared about, not realizing I went off on them until after the fact when I do it, you feel me. And that's when I, like I'm telling you, all of it unhealthy, trying to mask your problems and then, carry on like nothing not wrong with you, the whole nine, but it starts seeping into other places in my life, you feel me. So now back to the moms. So the older one moms was, I don't know if she was a CO, but she worked in a detention, facility. So I knew this already. I haven't met her moms like that on a formal basis, and it was primarily because she was Haitian, and she kind of told me like, nah, it's okay, you feel me? But I didn't really understand, you feel me? Like, to me, I was just like, yo, it's just your mom. Like, what's the big deal? Like, come on. If anything, moms always love me. It's the dads that be like, yo, like, give me that look. Because they always look at me and think I'm a pretty boy, the whole nine. So, I got it, you feel me? But with her moms, and, like I told you with the whole football and Optimist, and then I went to JV. So, in the midst of JV, I end up, what I'm saying, at the end of the year, they give you a little ceremony, like you get a ceremony, and then you get awards and the whole nine. So I had got a certificate or something like that, you feel me? And one night, you feel me, I end up going, not even one night, one day after school, I went to her crib, and I end up leaving the certificate there, you feel me? Not, like I'm telling y'all, like, I'm not thinking of it like that, you feel me? Because she told me, she told me, but I ain't really, like I told you, I ain't thinking it was that serious. So come the next day in school, she kind of looking a little sad or whatever. So we get to talk about it, and her old girl ended up running my background and seeing like I had petty theft on there, I think, or possession of stolen property. About, we could talk about that story too one day. I forgot all about that, but that was a couple years, not even a couple years ago, maybe like a year ago, maybe not even. So I had like petty theft or possession of stolen property, something really petty like that. You get what I'm saying? I had that on my record, and she went off on her like, oh, I don't want no thief in my house, and X, Y, and Z. Ironically, the girl asked me like the next day to come to the family barbecue, and I'm like, yo, mom don't even like I can't. To me, it didn't make sense, you feel me? And her mom didn't know me, she just knew my name. So she just kind of was like, yeah, I don't want no thief around my daughter and around my crib. And it was what it was, because, you know what I'm saying? I did go to her crib, and I did hang out with her daughter. So I understand, that's Mom Duke's crib, so you got to respect Mom Duke's rules, you feel me? But she was a rebel, like, man, what? I don't care nothing about none of that. This, and that. That's what kind of, you know what I'm saying, made me have to make my decision as, you know what I'm saying, a young adult. Where I was like, I could keep dating this girl. Well, her mom don't really know me, and she, you know what I'm saying, yeah, she judging me or whatever, but that's her mom. She gonna definitely be bumping heads with her every single day now. Just because of a dude, it ain't make sense to me. So, yeah, me and her kind of fell off, you feel me, like, on the going together vibe, you feel me. That was still my homie to the end, you feel me, like, I still link up with her every once and, hit her up. She stayed down the street from me, like not, that's later in life, but I moved down the street from her, so it was, we was never on no hatred kind of vibe, you feel me, but it was just, to me, it didn't make sense, you feel me. So, the younger girl, Mom Dudes now, on the other hand, was, this my perfect example. Hey, shout out, you already know who you is, much love. It was a vibe of, I was a little, cocky little, arrogant dude, but she, you know what I'm saying, made sure I looked at her daughter like, like, hey, I don't know who you think you is, but you gonna have to step your game up to get her. And, yo, come on, I already told y'all what kind of dude I was. She, beautiful young lady, and you telling me I gotta step my game up. I'm the man of the, on the park, and I gotta step my game up. And, from there it was just, on to the races. So once I started to talk to her and get to know her, it was just, that just rolled for a few years, that's that, you feel me? So, yeah, it came down to the moms, you feel me? One mom was just like, yo, I don't know, this thug, this and that, y'all. That's the only time I got arrested. I think I was under 16, so it was like on some real like teen court. I had to do community service and crap like that, and then get it off my record, and that's the only thing on my record. But leave it to her. I'm some thief, criminal, thug. You feel me? To each his own. I'm not mad. You feel me? That system built to make you think that way. It's cool. Now the younger one, Mom Deuce, she ain't really looking at me like no gangster, like everybody, like not everybody, but a lot of other female, like parents, mom parents, you feel me, like the coaches or the cheerleaders and stuff like that, they'll see me get real, like halftime. I don't care, halftime. And Optimus, especially when, you know what I'm saying, it was my last year and I played quarterback, so it was like, yo, halftime most games, I'm either screaming, I'm either crying, like not crying, like, oh my God, I'm mad, like y'all boys straight, like, you know, angry tears, kind of like, you know, you yelling while you crying, or I'm just like, I'm just beat, I'm to myself, you feel me? So they used to always look at that like I couldn't control myself, you feel me? So they figured like if a woman ever pushed me to a limit, I'll probably put my hands on her, you feel me? And that's an image I felt like they painted the people on that park that me personally, I could say, I never in my life like ball my fist up or like just hit a woman because I'm mad. Nah, man, I'm straight. I don't, like, not even really slamming, choking out, none of that. Like, nah, because I'm mad. No, like, now if you hitting me, I might give you a few free ones, but then I'll wrap you up, you feel me, take you to the ground or something like that. But I'm not going to physically hit you, you feel me? And when I was younger, I lost my temper maybe once or twice, but the worst it's going to get is I'm going to grip your hair and I'm going to get really mad. I'm probably going to let you go because I know I can't really pull your hair. So, like, but hitting you and, you know, the whole abuse thing, that was never my, you know what I'm saying, my seed. And I told y'all about when I even faded the girl, like, I didn't want to even do that, you feel me? So now this is the girl I'm supposed to be dating and I care about. How can I say I care about you when I'm sitting here putting my hands on you? That don't, anyway. So that was never my thing, and I hated that. I think in the beginning, maybe Lil Mama used to hear them say that and believe stuff like that, but then when time went on, she kind of peeped that I really wasn't that kind of dude, you feel me? But then, you know, let everybody at the park tell it, oh, when he get old and he get married, I'm 30 years old and I'm telling y'all right now, I ain't put my hands on nobody. No young lady, one. And you feel me? And two, when I get married, definitely not. That's my wife. Like, so I was just mad that that's something I heard as a child, you feel me? And the other kids at the park heard the same thing, you feel me? So I don't want them to feel like they gotta ever listen to what people think about them, you feel me? And ever care about it, you feel me? Because I ain't gonna lie, it bothered me. It did, because I used to get upset. Like, bro, why these grown people be trying to... But that's just because of their situations and things they experienced in their life, maybe from dudes that acted like me when they was younger, maybe. This my assumption, but it is what it is. Like, I don't hold no grief toward them, you feel me? If anything, I'm actually happy because there was a stereotype that made me sit down and think like, damn, why they feel that way? Like, why they say, you know, men do this or black men do that? And so, you know, appreciate y'all, but I you know, y'all shouldn't be around here teaching kids that kind of hate, you feel me? I'm gonna be honest with you. If anything, it's supposed to, you know, let them know what they supposed to be doing versus, oh, I know you gonna be this kind of way. And our society do that a lot, but I digress right now. We talking about, you know, 10th grade. So, back on the 10th grade vibe, like I'm telling you, like, 10th grade to me was what I needed. You know what I'm saying? Because now I got, you know what I'm saying, like a girl whole time, you feel me? I got sports now. I'm coming up the high school level, and I already, like I told you, I'm playing JV and varsity, so I'm getting that mix in. I got my dad supporting me 100-fold, you feel me? Like, every game, you know what I'm saying? Come through the practices, the whole, you know what I'm saying, you vibe me, you feel me? So now I got that support. All my brothers play football. You are that boy Mario and Jermaine, you feel me? See, me when I was in 10th grade, Mario was in 9th grade, Jermaine was in 8th grade. So them boys just got through winning they Optimus championship, you feel me? So Mario was gonna be going up to JV, and Jermaine came up with him. So you feel me? Them boys, you know. But that was, you know, that's next year, you feel me? This year, just Mario there, you feel me? But like I told you, he playing Optimus, and they just won a championship. Look, I'm going to be honest with y'all. Them boys got new uniforms. Them boys won the whole thing the year after I came play. The year after I got to go to high school, you feel me? Man, but now I'm just playing. Them boys had a good coach, a great team, you feel me? That boy, he put something together special. Them boys deserve to win, you feel me? So, like I told you, we ain't win no games when I was in Member Optimus, but we put up 50 points a game. So, yeah, you wear it out. I was happy, you know, I got the ball out. And, you know, if we had people recording games, we could have like a super highlight tape right now. But it is what it is. You know, that was a little bit more back in the day kind of vibe. So, but yeah, you feel me? That's what my older brother was at Hollandella Doda at this time, you feel me? So it was like Like I'm telling you, everything was pretty, copacetic. We was in apartments, you feel me, in Pier Club, to be exact. I think it's called the Ashler now in Sherman Circle. Not sure. I ain't been around there in a little minute, but yeah, that's where we was at on night. You feel me? Nothing special. We had the video games really that we rocked out. You feel me? I think with anything with the video games and the people, like all our homies that we met in that complex. Not just homies. You feel me? It was a lot of females. A lot of females too that we met. Not like I told you, we was kids, so we wasn't too wild. But it was a lot of females that we made a lot of great memories with. You feel me? So in 10th grade, you feel me? That kind of like sum it up. Where I lost the females or the main people that I was getting really close to in 9th grade, thinking me and I was gonna be bam bam bam. But then I kind of bounced back because I ended up playing the sports. And then look, see 9th grade. My homie B wasn't out there, you feel me, who played Optimus with me, you feel me, he went to Carol City. So 10th grade, finally convinced that boy to come out to Miramar, you feel me. So that was another, you know what I'm saying. So now that was the another plus we could say is now I'm starting to talk to the girl that I was talking to for a hot little minute, you feel me. And it was on a challenging, like, I don't know, it was pure, it was genuine, it was really dope. Then you got my homie coming from Carol City, you feel me, and we just came from tearing up Optimus. I'm telling y'all, like, I was begging his moms and they're like, yo, please let him come in, but he ain't want to come, you feel me. So, but then once Fraser and the program started falling apart and shit, then he was like, man, I'm finna go to Miramar. So, hey, much love, B. And you feel me, I already established, you feel me, a whole group of homies, you feel me, from the JV football team, you feel me, all them boys, to this day, some of them I still holler at, you feel me, I got stories I could probably holler at them about, you feel me, to this day. Some I ain't seen in a minute, you feel me, some, went off to different schools, like American Heritage, but for the most part, you feel me, them boys still out here doing their thing, you feel me, kicking, you feel me, grinding it out, you feel me. So I always got to shout out that JV team, you feel me. Coach Chris, I ain't gonna lie, that boy put down on your boy. I was wilding out, but I needed that. You feel me? I needed that to hunt. And look, see, it was something just that little. I told you I was already egotistical, like, yo, I'm the man, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that boy was like, what, man, you better go on. So don't get me wrong, like I told you, I had other options. I could have transferred out of Miramar ASAP, but I wanted to be at Miramar, and that made me have to go, swallow that pride and go apologize. Then when I'm older, I'm like, bro, you ain't had to swallow no pride. You was in the wrong, bro. You supposed to apologize. Like, come on, bro. You was in the wrong. You ain't, like, you was acting like your stuff ain't stink. He ain't do nothing but, hey, bro, I don't know who you think you is, but you could go home. You going on. I'm good. So, had to go through that. Had to learn that. Made me calm down, like, quite a bit, you feel me? As far as me thinking, like, everybody gonna just bend to my will in this world. Like, if I get mad or if I, they just gonna be like, okay, Marco here. I was getting a little displaced with that, you feel me? So 10th grade, it knocked me off that peg. Came back down, humbled myself a little bit, you feel me? But nevertheless, like I told you, this 11th grade year now, so I done got at least 1-2 years of Optimus football, man, and it wasn't great. Like, except my second year, it was amazing. We still ain't win, but it was amazing. I got 1 year, not even a full year, but like a couple games of JV, and then they made me do halftime, and I got a half of the games of varsity. So for me, I had a ton of a ton of experience now. So next year, I'm coming into the spring like, man, hey, what's up? Who want it? So that was just my mental state. You feel me? Asthma wise, my pops, that boy had the medicine on. He had the medicine on repeat now, you feel me? So he done got him a nice, reliable source and way to buy the medicine, you feel me? And I don't know if it was for the low, but just be able to buy the medicine for what I was doing. And then we also got, just the neighborhood. Like I'm telling you, like, I think the neighborhood was the most important part, you feel me? Peer club, man, I ain't gonna lie, that was, you feel me? That was where it was at, you feel me? Because that was a lot of the kids from Dade County, you feel me? And they all was in one apartment, you feel me? Then you got the kids from Broward that never been to Dade that was there too. So it was like, it was beautiful, man. Like, you had the best of both worlds, but really it was like only Dade County, because the kids from Broward, they ain't really, they ain't come outside like that, or they ain't really have a whole group of people, so they hung out with because they did what, what we did. So, bro, it was amazing, man. I ain't gonna lie, that 10th grade year, super, super dope, you feel me? Like I'm telling y'all, that was really, really for me was sports, like my sport, like humbled me out, but also knowing that I'm finna be something, to mess with, as well as, I'm starting to build a clique, or at least my homies, you feel me, that I was around mostly every day. And I mean, of course, I went through the whole school and I messed with everybody. Like anybody, if I walked through your clique, 9 out of 10, I messed with somebody in your clique. Like that's just how I was. I was that kind of kid where I ain't really bring a lot of pressure. The only thing, like, and it's sad to say, like, the only thing I didn't like is when we had like our fellow teammates used to try to bully like the boogers and the punks. And don't get me wrong, I don't think it's like, I don't have no real, no real saying it's right or wrong, because that's between them and the Most High. They know what they doing is not right morally, but like I said, they got to answer for what they do. I'm not here to, to pass that judgment. But if I was younger and I used to stand up to every last one of them, like, it ain't matter, like, a couple of the homies used to literally do wild, like, even the Jamaicans at the school used to try to take their belt buckle off and smack them. Like, it used to be, but I'd be like, y'all chill out, like, y'all don't have to, like, I didn't respect what they was doing, never. But at the same time, I'm not going to physically like hit somebody because of something that they believe in or might have been tricked. We don't know what's going on up there, so I used to just always be like, man, y'all chill out, you feel me? So that was my whole thing, you feel me? And, coming up when it came to, I guess you could say being involved and stuff like that. But other than that, like fighting wise and stuff like that, nah, I'd probably be the one to break it up. I get really mad if anybody want to bump, but I played football, so if you really want to bump, we could bump on that football field or in the locker room. So, it wasn't that big of a deal. But yeah, and, you know what I'm saying, I start actually talking to and dating the younger girl in my life, you feel me, versus the older girl. Don't get me wrong, like I'm telling y'all now, like we grown, it's years past, so occasionally when the younger girl pissed me off, trust me, y'all should already, like, I literally would break up with her and go back to the older girl, because I really ain't have to deal with all that with the older girl. But with the older girl, you also gotta understand, see, I took the young girl virginity, so that was like, she rocked with your boy, you feel me? The older one, I'm pretty sure I probably didn't take her virginity, but she still rocked with your boy. But the problem with that was, I don't know if she I knew or didn't know, but she used to rock with the football team, some of them boys too, you feel me? Some of my homies too, you feel me? That's what I say. So me and her going back together was never gonna happen. But every once in a while, you feel me, I go link up with her, hang out, you know what I'm saying? That was like one of my first real girls at Milmo, so you feel me? I was like, hey, we Gucci. So, man, that's how that whole thing went out, you feel me? And like I'm telling y'all, it wasn't right. Don't do that, man. But at the same time, my 10th grade year, it was all of those things for me, you feel me? So, take it how you want to. Gotta show the jacket one more time, you feel me? And till next time.